Diego si Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally. Really nice ways to amplify Bob and now Palos as well.
For sure. I would say Bob in particular, right, is going to be very good for that. Yeah, you always seem to be a bit of a fan of the Morphling. What do you think about that this year?
Hang on, what? Why?
I'm asking you. Your creep is just going to get arrowed, so let's go down the puppy route. Be a little bit greedier.
Even like this early rotation mid might catch Avatar mode off guard. It does do a decent amount of damage here, and with the slide from afar could be enough to get the kill, and it looks like it is. This is huge. Bob finds first blood. They're going to have the full lane shove onto the tower as well, so Avatar mode's going to miss a lot. And Shank's still got multiple camps to play with though. Bottom lane, Palos. I've been in a little bit of trouble, and that's more than a little bit of trouble. Playing with the one charge. Wait, no way. Palos, how does he keep his life? And they turn it back on Enryu. And top lane, Asta is skewed back onto the tower. Waveform still on cooldown. Give him the tips, Tano. You deserve it.
A big benefit for Execration's draft.
Middle tower is under attack.
And we're going to see the acceleration continue as well. As actually mid laner bang. Not going to go down here. Avatar mode's able to land the combination. Now they've got another round of the Phantom's Embrace as well. But Bob gets rid of the little Phantom, sidesteps out as Enryu's trying to get involved with the arena, only clipping the Disruptor, as they're still chasing Bob down, but the lack of control an issue at the moment for Neon. So they're going to be forced to just double back here and at least get the life of Shanks, as Enryu, you were saying also how strong, Shanks, duking out, he's like,
The Unholy Aura as well actually kept Ember Spirit alive for the longest time. He allowed him to survive long enough so that his magic wand was off cooldown again. Otherwise, he would have ticked out to the urn. So, really clutch enchanted creep coming through there by Shanks again. He's having a very good game so far.
Oh, we got away. You have them hunting a bang. Be able to get the glimpse back. It's really only Jing nearby to thwart this attempt from Execration. But now Bob's still going to be a little bit cautious. They're able to land the combination. Slide to dodge. Remnants out. They're going to drag it back though. Bob thought he had an escape avenue. And he still will. Another Remnant in the arsenal gets Bob out to safety. And all in the meanwhile, they still kill off the Grimstroke as well. Port is sitting on the backline. They'll run into Avatar mode instead. I have a way to be able to drag him back with being off the mark there with the skewer. Now, Enryu's going to look to start the fight. He's able to jump in, drop the arena onto 2. If they can get rid of Tino, taking away the team fight opportunity. This might force Execration to reset the fight, but Bob, when he recognizes that all the abilities, at least the stuns are on cooldown. Waveform timing, oh my. They got the vision though, thanks to the Observer Ward drop. So able to get a lot of health coming back thanks to the attribute shift. So Asta's going to be okay now. And Ryu jumps in once again. Look at the combo. They drag him all into the arena of death. 3 down. Palos is going to look to stand his ground with Bob nearby as well. They still got to respect the damage coming out from Execration at the moment. But with the numbers advantage from Neon, they can look to overwhelm them by the triangle, or will they do so? Palos is trying to arm the toggles to his best advantage, but it will not matter. Ink spot up, as to the victor, along with Neon around the skirmish.
What an arena. Being able to...
Tino? It's got BKB, but they also have RP to answer any TP out, so... I mean, you'll see there's forced to be no attempt here. Is there detection? You'd hope so. There is. Just at the last second. Gives back, but again, Enryu! Oh my god, this man's styling on them in this game 1. They still end up losing their Conker's life, but the fact that Enryu finds a trade out of anything.
Always a little bit exciting. Might come down to that first Roche fight, and if I was a betting man, I might be looking to put it on Neon a little bit, just because of Enryu and how good his positioning has been in a lot of these engagements. He's just short on having...
He's going Aethlins into the Ag shot, so kind of an interesting item build, at least in game 1 for Tino. Bob, gonna look to start. Enryu gets the initial jump, and now the arrows should be fast enough. There's nothing the supports can do to keep the Ember Spirit alive as the burst potential through the roof. They're gonna try and drop down the Static Storm. They have attempted to dive out of the tier 1 tower, but you see the damage slightly lacking without the Ember being nearby. So going to drag back Enryu, and it will be the consequence for the attempt on Bob's life. Yeah, a lot of people are saying just the value of it with how much it's able to provide. It's pretty costly, cost effective as well. It's similar to like the Crystallis's avatar mode. Oh, gets the BKB off. Very nicely done. But with the Arcane Rune, it's not going to be the longest cooldown. Palace assassinates Jing across the map, and Bob's going to do the same for the other support. Is that Roche?
I think they just Roche, yeah. Why not? Lane's pushing in.
So close. That would have been a huge catch to lead into a tower. I mean, I'm still trying to put some pressure on, but you're lacking creeps, my lads. And Ryu? He doesn't have any follow-up and doesn't even get the kill. Look at the nature's tendency of Vincenzo. Oh, he's back to full health. Cool arena, my guy.
He gave him the Holy Locket heal on the Enchantress at the very beginning there, just to make sure.
Asta? Nice play from Tino. He's got that skewer back at least, but Asta now, unfortunately, look at all the repositioning that Execration have. There's going to be no escape for the poor old Morphling. He might try and attempt a waveform into a TP out eventually, but Radiant can continue to hunt across the map, and he's got the Sky now, a little bit tanky. I don't know, this is going to be a great escape if somehow Asta makes it away, but with 4 heroes and Execration surrounding... Oh, here's the great escape we're speaking about. They still have the ward to play with towards the backline, but the rest of Dire, they're starting to bring the forces over. And Ryu, along with Avatar Mode, able to take away the life of the Disruptor. Shanks is a different beast to kill, and now with Palace showing up, you got to be a little bit cautious and if you can actually still take this second round. As Palace starting to beat into Conquer. Avatar Mode's going to look to turn to the high ground of the stairwell. They'll get rid of Palace. It didn't have the reincarnation, still on cooldown. Now Tino as well is going to drop. Neon, they don't even need the Morphling heroes. All the 4 goons stop to the bottom outpost fight, and they'll be fortunate enough as Bob. Well, he's looking to get involved, maybe looking for some cleanup here, or a constellation prize at best. Swings over to Avatar Mode, finds a double kill. Now he's eyeing up Enryu as well. Bob's doing it all. He doesn't need the team. A one-man wrecking machine.
It's the bottle. I was about to say refill, but getting speared into a wall. It's going to be Tidebringer. None of that's really stopped by the...
Avatar Mode. It's underneath the Observer. They're going to look to blow up the Conquer here, and they've got plenty of damage with Pella stepping in. Now without a key component. Oh, what? Bob? Okay, they drag back another double for Palace. Let's see if Ares can escape. Doesn't have the mag to play. We're just going to look for a TP out, and it's going to make it. Execration, they'll stop the attempt. Enryu's still going to look to jump in. They've got plenty of damage with a bang nearby as well, along with the at least control to make sure there's no remnant away. They're going to rely on the right clicks at the last second, and wow, Neon still getting a decent trade out of this all, but maybe they've overset the boundaries. Tino gets both their heroes. An incredible use of the shockwave back in. Now Paul and Ryu is going to add to the death tally as well.
Just a couple of free kills for himself to avoid. That's the way I would be looking to play it if I was Asta right now.
Look at how Execration are positioning. They're dangling Shanks, almost daring someone to step on forward, and I mean, Avatar Mode's going to do exactly that. Just tried to clear the creep spot. He'll be penalized. I don't know about that comes back.
Hoping for the rage buyback.
Oh, so Tino! How did he get 3 with the RP? My God, the Magnus! What a way to start! 4 done! Tino, good! They had enough! Oh, yeah, I don't blame them.
I would call it based off that as well. That's the sort of thing that, you know, you just let out a sigh and say, man, sometimes the team that we're playing against is just too good in that particular game. And, you know, we both like Neon's draft, but they just, outside of Enryu making a few huge plays, it didn't seem like they were able to execute it in any convincing manner. Palace getting far too much out of his lane, and Bob's doing some for these team fights, right? It's going to be slow enough that you're going to have the Nature's Attendants going off. You're going to have a Spirit Siphon. I like the Drow, though. They need this damage. They need this burst. They need the silence as well.
The game early, then maybe you are looking for that. Palace is in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Enry and Jing, they're going to now turn their attention over to Vincenzo as well. Lightning Storm up in a couple of seconds.
Bob, mid lane.
Oh, poor old Bob. Man, that's... Hang on a second. What are the 2 supports doing? Bob's like, lads, you're not going to provide some assistance. Shanks get a return kill, so you still lose out in your position too, but at least you get somewhat of a trade.
What position 5 Death Prophets do best? Level 3 got the multiple charges in the Spirit Siphon. You feel very confident in
Lane,
just putting your
Asta.
body in the way.
I've been in a little bit of trouble here. Gus gonna get some distance, but still Shanks playing around with the Centaur Conqueror. Nice maneuver from them. That is a much needed kill. Good time as well. Very even, it looks like, in the net worth between the Ember bottom. What's going on here? And Ryu and Palos. We're gonna take a battle, but
It's an Ember Spirit though, right? So I feel like it's probably the one hero that can react to this sort of thing.
Bob's gonna TP bottom. Look how survivable the Death Prophet is though. Even though Enryu has the level 6, but the Pulse Nova sort of enough to go through the life of the support. And now even Palace gets a lucky root as well. Jing's gonna dead.
Means that it's so hard to be able to take out the creep wave.
Mid lane avatar mode is just demolishing Tino's life pool. He took like 6 lights to the dome and there was no one really coming on over. Now Shanks and Bob's gonna look to get involved. Enryu's not the easy.
Oh, nice Fiend's Grip. Even better silence.
Oh, gonna end up going down. Vincenzo pops the EXO as well, but he's still falling relatively low to all the magical damage that Neon are dishing out through the early stage. As avatar mode continues to dive for more. Now they might veer their attention to Shanks, but I mean the Enchantress, not an easy kill. So we're gonna be cautious though. And Ryu, he's gonna step on over to give Jing at least some room to make it away. And now even avatar mode lacking the mana. But all he needs is one more slight, dominating.
They're going to go for this dive.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, they saw the Ember Spirit across the map. He used a lot of his resources as well. The dive on Asta. They're still going to be cautious now. A T2 tower is something that you have to respect 15 minutes in the game. The rest are Radiant, slow to connect, but now they're in the area in regards to the supports. Vincenzo charges up the EXO, and Neon, they just don't have the health or the mana pulse. They're going to have to continue to retreat further back to the safety of the T2 tower. Avatar mode sidesteps the Remnant, but the Impetus, oh, he dodges it as well. Still is going to go for a TP out. Is there any way to cancel Avatar mode? Oh my lord, how is he out?
This time, the
I know they're in the pit.
Plus Roshan.
Nasta's trying to direct his forces nearby. EXO's still got about half duration left. They're going to try and start on avatar mode, but oh, it's a wasted boat. Keep in mind, Tino did just get the Agnums as well, so double split potential.
They got the last hit.
Okay, there's the initial catch. Can they get rid of avatar mode? A bang. Great use of the Nightmare. Still going to be silenced for quite some duration. Now Palace is able to lock into avatar mode. Finally, they'll be able to bring down the pesky Ember, but look at the recognition. Avatar mode is looking to buy back. Put at least a statement onto this fight, but how is he able to get back involved? They're controlled through the river. Jing's gonna go forward. They've got big issues as Asta freely sieging on the high ground. Palos will lose the Aegis advantage, and now they can set themselves up for round 2 as well. A fear at the correct timing from Palos. He's got Bob nearby. Torrent still not gonna fly. Now gets onto 2 heroes, but he's unable to dish out any damage. It's the backline. They're still trying to get the trade on Asta. Bob will be fortunate enough to do so, but that is going to cost him his life. He beelined to the Drow, and he will be condemned to the afterlife. So will Shanks as well. As Neon, I'm on a relatively strong skirmish for them. You go against the Aegis advantage. Avatar mode was forced to buy back. But you're seeing the power. I mean, Radiant, they used a lot of their early abilities. The Brood didn't get a second split off as well, so who knows how different that fight could have been.
I think it would have been completely different if he was able to do so. The amount of control not going to be as big of an impact, so I like it.
Jing. Start the fight on the Enchantress. It's not the easiest person to bring down. He was able to get the hood off for the last second, so they just rip apart the life of the Earth Spirit. Now off to the western side as well with the boat. Getting their connection onto multiple heroes. Bob drops the hammer.
Right side of the map. But yeah, I don't know if it's the right decision to go on to Shanks.
You know, except the roll is still going to get ripped apart, man. They do so much damage. They're even chasing on 4 for more as a bang runs into Shanks. Palace going to try and step in. Bob as well, but you got to be cautious. You're taking a fight 3 on 5, and you don't have everything up and available. I'll get rid of the life of the Earth Spirit, but Asta machine gunning towards the back line. So unable to really lock onto the Drow Ranger, so they've got to be respecting of the...
give him enough. Vision advantage.
Tino? It's going to look to start. You were speaking about getting rid of the Bane. And Execration put the emphasis on cancelling out the life of the Bang. And now with the rest of Neon. Attempting the retreat away from the area. Tino's still got another Cyclone, so he's aiming the Drow. They've got the connection. Is the Torrent timing perfect? It's not. Asta resetting away. Vincenzo might just get blown up through the X's and usage, so you're going to be cautious in the backline. As Asta pummeling to the Brewmaster. If they can take away their ulti potential, they do. No seconds clear. Bob's now in trouble as well. No BKB to protect him. And Execration, they're in shambles. They can't lock onto Asta. So the next target is going to be the Ember, at least. If Palace can somehow get a root, that he does. A bash as well for good measure. That's the dieback death timer for the Ember. Bang's respawn. Exo soon to expire. You gotta be cautious. Bang's got Fiend's grip. Palace, his ult is gonna expire as well. Asta, there we go. There's the Fiend's grip out, but the heal's gonna be lackluster. Palace goes down. Asta now is something you have to fear, as they've got a way to cancel out the TP. And Neon, even though that fight didn't look good to start, we saw Asta just be able to stand his ground
previously, but
Asta
he's also got that level 18 as well.
Starting on Palos. Gotta respect the damage. Tino once again looking to jump, but the Primal Split still on cooldown. Asta doesn't want to pop BKB on the first dive. The rest of die. They're starting to TP to the outpost, but they've already lost the Drown. I mean, look at Execration, how they're positioning. Forcing back the support to make sure they can't protect Asta on the round 2. And they've been subs out. Asta's gone, and now they're charging on forward for more. Lacking at least a way to catch up to Jing, but I mean, Bane should be an easy way to close the distance. Jing? Oh, alright. Nice attempt. They're still going to try and fly over the tree line. Tino blocks the roll. And now Vincenzo and Shanks able to connect. So we will have 2 heroes falling across the map. Meanwhile, mid lane, Avatar mode. Forcing out a BKB from the Conquer.
I mean, Bob just wants to try. Totally happy with this. He wants Avatar mode to go onto him. The Ember Spirit is the best way to defend against this push, and he's not there. He doesn't have the TP. It's only just come up now.
Tino is going to pop another use of the split. They want to take away the life of it. Bang, they're hitting tier 4 towers. You got a buyback draw. Someone needs to force out. You might lose the Leshrac as well, who doesn't have a buyback. Avatar mode's going to look to rejoin them once again, but now with the Leshrac, Palace has been able to get the bear onto the pony. Another death. Dra still's not buying back. I mean, up in 5 seconds, no point now, but the damage really starting to be done.
And Bob's even clearing out that mid wave, actually realizing you can't go for tier 4s just yet. Might need to sacrifice the bear for this one.
You gotta get out, Tino. He doesn't have the split. Look at this, but still in the back line. They're able to get on top of Asta. Fiend script used. There's not going to be any cancel. So we have the bear potential. The damage is lacking even with Bob showing up. He'll land the combo, but it's not going to matter. Maybe it gives some time for Shanks to find an avenue to retreat away, but Avatar mode continuing to pursue on, trailing the side of Execration. There's even the Torrent Storm used as well, but Bob's still in trouble. Oh, they got the haste.
26 seconds on Glyph.
Oh, they're going to see them TPing back. Oh, they just revealed Avatar mode. No, the Torrent gets a connection. What a timing. That's ridiculous. Avatar mode goes down. Third gets blown up in Neon. Just like that. Eliminated from the Pro Series without really one big last fight.
This is what we hate about Rat Dota.